So, yeah, Sentiac, set up 1v0 Andrea if you would, so we can check out her interactions. What we'll do is we'll go steal a preset of gear from someone. And actually, let me also steal, like, a crown. I just want a crown for her as well. We're not going to worry about, like, getting the right gear and everything. I think a speed attack stone will be decent. So let's take a look at her final skills as well. Rejuvenate Witchcraft. Deals damage to the front row enemies, reduces their crit by 30%, and inflicts Puppet Spell level 3 to one random back row enemy. So it is only one random back row. They did correct it from the other day as well. This is going to make their active abilities do 1% of attack to 3 enemies of your ally side with the lowest HP, basically healing them for a ton. Not stackable, nothing there. Her stats are amazing. HP, damage reduction, control immunity, speed. Those are all really good. This also confirms that what we saw in the preview were in fact V4 essentially. Yeah, you can put a pet on Sentiax. That works. Basic attack increases attack of an ally with the lowest attack. We'll see if this actually buffs her. If this can target herself, that would be interesting. And then when she dies, she inflicts the enemy who kills her with a reinforcement spell. A case, basically the same thing. I don't know why they had to make it 2 different names when it does the same thing, essentially. Like, I don't know why. Is there anything actually different? Because it can't be stacked with this. Like, I was like, maybe if it didn't, like, stack with something else, but like, it can't be stacked with each other. So, no, it says right here, they cannot be. Yeah, they can't be stacked. I don't understand why they made 2 different spell effects or skill effects. They're both a skill effect. Look at the top. During the validity period, the active skill of heroes inflicted by during the validity period, the active skill of the heroes inflicted by reinforcement will be forcibly changed. I mean, it's literally the same pretty much, except it changes the name of the spell. $1,200. I mean, it literally is the same spell, right? Like, it just changes the verbiage by the words. Reinforcement can be stacked with itself. That's true. Reinforcement can be stacked with itself if you have multiple Annabelles, whereas magic puppets cannot. That's a very good point. St. James, you are a lifesaver. That looks like the only one difference to me. So, Sentiax, you have just the Andrea set up for cohesion. We will just put the same one in. Let's get our Annabelle. Throw her in here. Let's see what her mechanics look like. Oh, I staggered them. Okay. I'm not expecting her to do a lot. She does, in fact, buff herself if she's the only target left. This is probably going to be a never-ending fight, to be honest, but there really isn't that much to worry about. So 150,000. Interesting. That's a big heal. That really is. Her animation is really cool, too. Her damage is really nothing to talk about. The one thing is countering Andrea hugely because Andrea's like not healing like at all because of the way it's changing his active, which you see this little puppet above his head. Hey Sentiax, throw a different hero in. Throw someone who's like a damage dealer but not like a big damage dealer to see what it looks like. Because heroes that have huge damaging abilities are going to be ineffective to her when they use their active. Because it essentially turns off their active. Maybe like a Rogan or something like that. Or a Russell. Ooh, wait a minute. Do you have a Russell? That would be something really cool to test. No, we still got you in there. Switch it up. No Russell, sadly. Nino, do you have a Russell? If you have a Russell, you could swap yours out. I love just testing, like, the beginning mechanics of it. Oh, they can't add more friends. I was like, I know you're strong. I know you got a strong team. Who'd you put in? Ithqua. Okay, let's watch Ithqua. We'll put her face to face. Alright, so the active essentially isn't doing much. The healing is solid. Not quite enough to keep up with the damage of an Ithqua, it seems like, though. Not quite. That's interesting. Do you have Asmodel, Sentiax? Do you have any other heroes that have, like a lot of their power comes from their active ability? She's still doing... What's happening is, I think, the poison and everything is what's getting us here. We're just not doing enough damage, too, because Ithqua can still heal, too. Man, that damage is crazy. Let's see what else we got. Just keep throwing different people in there, Sentiax. I want to see different setups here, different combos. The bleed. Yeah, I think it's the dot that was really killing us that time. You swapped? Ooh, we got a Russell. Let's see what happens with a Russell. Oh, he's already in the air. We'll see it for the next one then, I guess. Alright, so that still does a decent amount. Her basic heals for about 5 million. That's pretty solid. I want to see this interaction here with Russell. So he still does his attack. Or wait, did he not have the debuff? Oh, he's faster. That's why. Okay. He's purifying the debuff. Wait, isn't it a skill effect? Hold on. Why is he not being affected by it? Why is he not being affected? You know, you guys notice that? No, it's not being cleansed off. It's not happening. We're getting the hunt from the death, but we're not getting it from the active. Looks broken. Like right here, he should have it right there. The basic attack applies it. Or no, her active applies it. Okay. Keep it there, Nino. Hold on. I think Barry's just scuffing it up too at the same time. Let's give her a Demon Bell. I want to see what happens when she gets an active. The problem is because the active is hitting him while he's in the air, which doesn't make sense because it shouldn't be considered a CC effect. Oh, interesting. There it goes. So it was working. So right here, watch him. He does not actually go up in the air. He just pings for 1 damage. Okay. All right. So it's just the order of operations. Wow. Getting that off makes her a lot stronger. That's kind of crazy. Okay. That's interesting. That is pretty cool interaction. So it completely nullifies the Russell going in the air. What do you have, Sentiax? A Fiona. Let's go against a Fiona and see how this works out. Nino, if you want to throw like an Asmodel in there or something, if you have him, that would be cool. that actually stops a good majority of Fiona's shields by not being able to use that active to, oh my goodness. It kind of shuts down Fiona as well. Because she doesn't get a chance to really stack up those shields. I wonder who wins this. I'm guessing, honestly, I'm guessing Annabelle wins this. No, Delacium cannot replicate skill effects. He can only replicate the debuffs on the bar. This is an actual skill effect that will not be replicated. You don't need to have the hero in the backline. If there is no backline, abilities that say do X to backline heroes will then just prioritize the front hero. Just like heroes that deal damage to frontline will then do it to backline if the frontline doesn't exist. This is a long battle. Oh, wow, she procced. Oh, my goodness. I think we lose. Oh, 16 million. Good lord. Okay, that was pretty cool. That was interesting. All right. Berserk says one of your guildies did 900 scrolls and bought the skin pack, and that still wasn't enough to get the artifact chest. That's why I'm saving, guys. Let us save and wait. Yeah, Sentiex, throw that in there too. And Annabelle will probably die, but we'll see. I like testing these one-on-one mechanics first. So he doesn't get bloodthirsty because he doesn't use his active. I still think he's going to kill her, though. Yeah, he's definitely going to kill her. Because he's not reliant on his active. His basic does a ton of damage, too. Attrition versus sustain. The battle is like the immovable object and the unstoppable force. I mean, what do you guys think about her kit? Her kit seems pretty solid, but kind of situational at the same time. Being that it only goes to one target. Of course, being a priest, she's not going to be anything you use in, like, Aspen Dungeon, but I'm thinking she might have some potential in Sealand. First impressions, I kind of like her overall. She's got an interesting kit. She looks cool. We're going to have to dive into this much deeper, though. Okay, one more thing. Let's test out 2 of them. You know, we can keep our Vesa in since you have the Queen in. I want to see what happens if this can stop energy feed. She actually might be too strong. Let's throw like our Andrea in as the 3rd. So we got some 3-on-3 here. Let's see what happens if this can actually stop energy feed. And I don't know if it can. We're going to have to wait a couple rounds, actually. Oh, those Rogans are shredding them to pieces. Stop it. All right, so we have one on the over here. He's not going to have energy just yet unless he gets hit. Okay. No energy feed still. Next round will be the round. Okay. Okay, right here. Let's see. Oh, we can't really tell, I guess. Let's see. Does she get energy with it up? Yes. So it still allows energy feed to happen. Using the active doesn't change anything. That would be pretty OP if that actually stopped energy feed, but pretty much confirms energy feed is still good.